I think we've got four main priorities. So we've got the regulatory and policy priorities that we have. We've got transnational companies and organising within transnational companies. We've then got organising generally across Europe and areas that we don't have good organisation and good membership. And then there's a couple of very big challenges we face, which are automation and environmental issues. So again, that's particularly around emissions and the just transition to more sustainable, environmentally sustainable society. So in terms of those different priorities, for example, the regulatory priority, we've got a big revision of the rules covering the kind of single European skies and the operation of aviation services. And there's a lot of changes within that could be detrimental to our members. It covers everything from operation certificates and licenses and foreign ownership to all sorts of issues around routes and route allocation, network allocation. So those are some of the big regulatory hurdles that we face and issues we face, challenges that we face and issues we've got to deal with. In respect of transnational companies, we've had quite a significant initiative where we've been trying to organise structures within big companies that transcend different nations and operate across the whole of Europe, the EU, inside and outside. So we're using European Works Council initiatives in companies like Norwegian, Swissboard, etc. to try and bring workers together. And we're also trying to create structures within our own section that mean that we can formalise those engagements. So we have a structure that we've developed within Norwegian. We're developing a structure within Ryanair where we can bring people together on a regular basis and trade unions together on a regular basis to discuss the common issues that they have. Then when we move to the campaigning, we've had quite a successful campaign over the last couple of years in terms of Ryanair, and we will continue with that campaign. And again, that was a hard-fought win for collective bargaining rights and for low-paid workers and for, in many ways, transnational workers, because Ryanair moved people across their system quite dramatically and quite frequently. So it's really important that we continue that kind of campaigning work. And we've identified other companies that we also want to target, and we feel that we need to deal with it at a transnational level, not just at a national level, but through coordination. And then finally, we've got automation and the environment. Those are two of the biggest challenges facing the industry. Automation could radically transform the way that work is carried out. So this could be issues around piloting of aircraft. It could be issues about how you load and unload aircraft. It could be issues around how you check in passengers or how you deal with data. But that's the potential for transforming the industry. For good or for bad is quite dramatic, so we need to really engage with that process. Similarly, in terms of environmental concerns, transitioning aviation to zero emissions and being a non-polluting industry technologically is impossible at the moment. But trying to make it more sustainable in the context of a transition, a wider transition within the economy, I think is going to be fundamental. And we've got to meet those challenges. We can't simply say, you've got to fly airlines and aircraft pollute and you've just got to live with it. We've got to try and engage with some of the debate that's going on. But it's a difficult engagement because at the moment, in current technology, aircraft pollute, and that's a real problem. But we've got to step up to the issue and see if we can minimise the amount that they do pollute and try and make sure that we've got a sustainable industry to work in the future, not an industry that is going to be put out of business.